is about Lady Gaga now that she's
got a fat ass.
She's got a fat ass, and also she seems very approachable because she just looks like a girl named Janine.
Yeah.
Who went to Midwood from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
She does not look like a celebrity. If you just saw her in a fucking bodega,
right.
you'd be, how you doing? You just go, how
right.
you doing, Marie? How come you don't call me no more?
Yes. Now, here's the thing, cuz.
Now, can you put her name back up there just for 1 second before you continue?
Who?
Because I had no idea that what her real name was, and she actually is just a fucking full-blown sauce monkey from New York City.
Read out Lady Gaga's real name.
I'm going to do it as an Italian.
Yeah.
Okay, because Lady Gaga's actual name, and I used to go with her. I actually went with her at Midwood High School in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I used to go with her.
Yeah.
And her name, and her friends used to say she was a slut who belonged in the sewer.
Right.
Because the name was Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata.
Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata, and she's a girl from Brooklyn.
Yeah, if that name doesn't come with a pepperoncini, I don't know what does it.
Yeah.
I mean, because when she was born, you think the doctors put a pepperoncini on the side of the fucking bed?
I think those are her two nipples, her little pepperoncini nipples. I mean, because she's a sauce monkey, big.
Bad.
Now, we're talking about her because she is the current headliner of the first weekend of Coachella, Ella. She's a goddess, and she's awesome. And do you know that Lady Gaga was doing open mics in the Lower East Side when I was doing open mics for comedy at the Laugh Lounge, and our careers panned out a little different.
Is that true? She was
doing open mics in the Lower East Side. She would sing, and I remember in 2008.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2009 at the Laugh Lounge. I remember one of the comics coming in and saying that this girl called Lady Gaga is singing at a club like 2 blocks away, and she's phenomenal. And I remember hearing the name, and then she became famous very, very quickly after that. But I remember hearing it like, oh, people are talking about this girl on the Lower East Side.
Yeah, here's the thing. I want to talk to you for a second, Stephanie. All right, you're out there talking about your little monsters and all this, but just cut it out. Mm-hmm. You're an Italian girl. Where's she from? Is she from Syosset?
She's from New York City.
Yeah, you're an Italian girl from New York City.
I think she was born in the Upper West Side? Yeah, she's Lenox Hill Hospital.
Yeah, so you're a New York girl, all right? You were born at Lenox Hill Hospital, okay? Your sister's name is Natalie.
Yeah,
and
Natalie Germanata.
Yeah, Germanata. So listen, okay, you can talk to your little monsters all you want. You can go fucking prance around all you want, but we want you to come on the History Hyenas, get back to your roots, and let's talk about fucking where you can get a nice slice.
Yeah.
I want to know what your parents think is the best Italian restaurant in Suffolk.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to know about you. So this is an open invite. I know somebody who knows is listening to this. We come fucking talk. We want to do a New York City podcast with you.
Yeah.
And I want to know if you cook a good sauce.
I don't want to talk to Lady Gaga. I want to talk to Stephanie Germanata. I want to talk to Stephanie. Stephanie's the girl I really want to talk to. Not Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's fun on it, but I want to talk to Stephanie because I know Stephanie voted the way we voted.
Yeah.
Stephanie did what she needed to do for this country because Stephanie's father was not going to let her do something that she wasn't supposed to be doing. Stephanie's father already had to deal with Stephanie doing shows with Lil Nas X. She wasn't going to let her ruin this country by voting the wrong way.
Stephanie, we want to know what your relationship is like right now with your father because your father has a little problem with you hanging around with...
Yeah, that last word you probably... We're just going to put that one into the Patreon.
That's a character piece.
That's a character piece.
But you know Stephanie's dad said it just that way.
Yeah, it's just here's the thing, if your last name's Germanata, a lot of times these guys will go to the doctor and their blood pressure will be high, and the doctor will say, have you been saying the N-word in your car? That's how you get it out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what their blood pressure, and it's not okay. We're not saying we do it, but that's what the doctors will say. They say, maybe, listen, Vinny, maybe what you're doing is you're a little stressed out. What you got to do is make sure you go in the car, go in the safe place, put the windows up, and just say the N-word, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah, that's just listen. Stephanie, we want to talk to you.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you. Can you pull up what a dad's name is? Yeah, because listen, we know your dad is just a little disappointed that you made it. He knows you're rich and famous and all that, but he would have been very happy if you were a nurse and you fucking had a townhouse in Bay Ridge,
Yeah, the
Brooklyn.
father's name is Joe Germanata. Joey German. We call him Joey Germs.
Joey Germs would have been just as happy if you married a fucking firefighter and got a nice townhouse, a nice little brick townhouse in fucking Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Yeah, he says to his friends, he says, my daughter, she does shows, she does dances, she does music. It's what she does. But the real thing I'm most proud of Stephanie for, is she makes a beautiful sauce.
She makes a good
Just
sauce.
like her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a multi-billionaire. She goes all over planes and all that, but she's a good kid.
She's a good kid. You know, look, the gays like it. Didn't really turn out the way that I wanted. Here's the thing. I don't understand. If you're Stephanie, you know you probably got some weird stalkers out there because you're so famous. How come Stephanie doesn't know that the safest place she can be is not one of these mansions with all the security? Go buy a nice house on the fucking sewage river in Ozone Park.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood will protect you, Stephanie.
Yeah, that's what it is. Stephanie.
Because could she be safer anywhere if she had a house in Ozone Park?
100%.
Right on the water.
So, let me tell you something. If Stephanie was on Cross Bay Boulevard, nobody would walk up to her ever. We would show respect.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting close to Stephanie.
No.
People will get close to Lady Gaga, but nobody's walking up to Stephanie Germanata and stand outside Gino's Pizzeria on Cross Bay Boulevard. We're not doing that, because what Stephanie Germanata is doing is yelling at the meter maid who gave her a ticket to go the fuck back to Pakistan. But Lady Gaga is out there in black and white saying we need to all be together. So she has what we call a little bit of a personality problem. Because one side of Lady Gaga is Stephanie Germanata, who wants to tell the meter maid to go back to Pakistan. And the other side of Lady Gaga is the musical artist Lady Gaga, who wants all people to be equal.
Stephanie wants to have a rumble with the Puerto Ricans who live on the other side of the avenue.
Yeah, it's what it is.
She wants to meet after school with the Puerto Rican who lives on the other side of the avenue, who is talking to a man. Look at that face, cuz. That face commutes on the Verrazano.
Stephanie Germanata is a fan of the history of Hyenas. Lady Gaga is not.
That's what I'm saying. Stephanie, stop fucking around. You're gonna hear this. I know you're going to hear this. We want you sitting right here. Get back to your fucking roots. Your family misses you.
Stephanie and Joe Germanata, he's a lawyer. Joe Germanata might be on the Patreon.
Because Joe Germanata may be, he might be one of our, like, the names who made the PPW.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, it's just what it is. Yeah.
Stephanie
Germanata.
Look at that face, cuz.
She's an Italian girl from New York, and Stephanie Germanata, I gotta be honest with you, just makes me feel safe. I've always liked her music, and now I know why. It's because I like Stephanie Germanata's music.